Hi guys, so our next topic we're looking at is the future of childhood. So it's sociologists who've made predictions on what the future of childhood is likely to look like. So titles on the first page, and then we label next slide is paragraph 1, and on slide 3 you'll see 3 images with bits of information. So if you can write around each image what I'm going to tell you, and this is basically a sociologist's historic analysis of childhood to make a prediction of what's going to happen in the future. So firstly, in the 19th century, illiteracy was quite low. This meant there was no knowledge gap between adults and children because neither could read. That meant there was no difference between adults and children. It wasn't that adults knew more than children, so they couldn't expect to have any authority of them. So at that time, there was no real concept of childhood. In the 19th century, literacy levels rose, and then you can see this development of what's meant by an adult and a child occurs. So you've got a teacher-child relationship, because teachers have more knowledge and parents have more knowledge, they can exercise control over the children. Now, and what this means for the future is that although there's still a gap in literacy levels, we've got the rise of digital technology, which means that you no longer need literacy skills to gain information. So, for example, you can watch TV and gain information without having any form of skills or knowledge. This has meant that in the future, it's likely childhood will disappear because that gap is fading away. And evidence to support this is 2/3 of 10-year-olds have accessed pornography. So we can write that around each of those images. Okay, on slide 4 we've asked for your evaluation. So the guy who did research was Postman. So evaluation of him is that it ignores the fact that children can still be blocked from having access to these things through things like child locks and adults controlling media use. So there is still that gap. Okay, paragraph 2 then. On slide 6 you've got an outline of the postmodern theory. Read through that, but basically it's suggesting because adult relationships are less stable now, it is likely that children are becoming their only concrete relationship. So the marriage might break down, but they've still got that relationship with our child. That means people are more protective of that relationship and spend more time getting a surveillance of children. In the notebooks below, you've got a clip which explains the growth of helicopter parents. If I could get you to describe that and say how that supports the postmodern view. Then, as an evaluation point, if I could get you to add that this theory ignores children are actually experiencing greater risk in some areas, so they're more likely to be used to sell drugs and traffic drugs than they ever have been before. So that shows children aren't being increasingly watched and going through surveillance. Okay, finally, last task is a simple task, and this looks at the idea that childhood is extending to a great period in life. So if you could watch the YouTube clip that's in the notes and answer these 3 questions. Let me know if you have any problems. Hope you're all okay. Bye.